Okay, let's start. Mm, for my English practice right now, I'm gonna code some Laravel Samtung writing test code and then writing integration test, and then I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. Okay, let's just start it. First, I'm gonna open her. I using her to simplify my Laravel development, because I think Laravel it's so far I think it's a good good I think it's good PHP framework, because it offer a lot of functionality and feature that, so I don't need to write it from zero again. Okay, yesterday I just write some requests in here, in here, in here. Section is unauthorized. Okay. Uh, our today task is we are gonna implement resource. We're gonna implement update and destroy resource, and make sure just the user that login that that can update or delete itself. If it's another user, he cannot delete it, so it will be prohibited or forbidden. Okay, let's continue this one. Okay, this time we are maybe I think gonna refresh the database. PHP artisan migrate refresh. Okay, I'm typo artisan. Okay, after doing migrate, I'm gonna try to implement update. First, yesterday I just add this rule. This rule it just tell us that user that login should be the same with user that is gonna be updated. If it's not, the user is not gonna be authorized for this request. And then after this, we're gonna mix the rule. Maybe we can be copy from the store or save, something like this. Name is required, password is required, and then the validation, maybe password is not required because some people maybe we don't want to edit it. Let's try to just use this, if this okay or not. Okay, maybe we gonna try a little bit in here. Register, we gonna register this one. Gonna register this one. Let's try your password. Okay, the register is done, and then I'm gonna try with dummy email. Okay, so we have two user. Let's try to log in. You can log in with apply the variable token, activate the token. After you activate the token, you can try to get the list of user. So it was right, and then we can check it again. We don't use this, we just can use inherit out from parent. So tell user, and the data is not one because it's just two user inside our application. maybe if I change to the user 2, yeah, you can show 1 and 2. Now what we're gonna do is implement the update. Let's try this unauthenticate, and then this unauthenticate. Let's see our problem. First we're gonna check, let's check our authorization. It's wrong, we just need to inherit from our parents, so it's just the folder. Now from this one we just know that our action in unauthorized because our logged user is user number 2. Maybe I'm gonna create more requests to check the logged user, or I'm gonna use it read token. You can read token with this request user. Now you can see this, I'm logged in with user ID 2. So I'm gonna change, if I change it to 2, nah finally the error is changed, and we can see that HTTP error exception is not 1, and then we're gonna add it in here because I think we forget to add this, or it's not automatically in this HTTP response exception. Save, and then we're gonna try the request again. Nah, right now our request is authorized, and then the process and then the form validation will start to run. Okay, let's check this. Oh yes, again the name field is required, the email field is required. Okay, why it's still working like that, let us check, because I think the rule is already done. Why it still failed? Okay, this is a good problem because I don't know how to solve it. Let's solve it together. First I'm gonna check the user controller, and then maybe I'm gonna echo something, or DD, maybe it's better. If the request is valid, he will gonna execute DD. Try to open it. No, so the request is not valid. How about we check Google put method PHP Laravel cannot be read. Let's find the problem. Nah, I think this one. I think, let's see the GitHub comment in here. Okay, comment me later. Just gonna read the GitHub. Oh, see, I know it. I think it's PHP issue. You should send post and set method to put underscore method. It's okay. I think it's gonna be like this method put and gonna use post. Let's try this. Okay, let's open the request first. Nah, it was right, but we're gonna make sure is our email is same like before or it's not this. Nah, or it cannot be same with other. If it if it's still same like before, he can process it. This is wrong. We should fix it. Let's try again. So 796. Start again. Then okay. It should be use another email. Let's try 7. Okay, let's see. Okay, if it's another email from another, if it's email outside our database, it can be processed, but if it's the current email, it cannot be processed. So we are gonna fix that. Let's try again. Okay, let's fix it. We are gonna use Google to find the solution. Laravel unique email validation on update. Nah, some people already asked about that. Let's see. Just like not the most answer this question of what others will file input our system. The email field is just email. Here is example how we can find the unique field. There's something like this user ID or validating your data in your controller directly. We just need to change the latest user ID in here. So in here I think it's, where is it? This on the request. Now accept unique ID, this user ID. We're gonna change this ID with the current logged user ID. And then we're gonna change this to this. I hope it's gonna be work. Let's try again. Okay, accept. There is column not found and column 2. Okay, I see. We're gonna change this. We don't need to accept, we just need this. Let's try again. Okay, so it's finally done. Let's try to use another email. We are using the email that already exists. It's still gonna be error or nah. Right now it's already respond it with a drag answer. Okay, after this let's just go back to the previous one. Nah, after the validation is done, let's implement our update method, because the validation is already fine. Just the user is the just the user that log in, and then email it's gonna be unique on the column email, except for the user itself. We're gonna call the out user ID. It's function from Laravel Sanctum. Let's helper. It's helper from Laravel Sanctum. Okay, let's implement the update method. I think it's gonna little bit a little bit easy because we already have the user, and then user or model root model binding. I think we're gonna just using user change name with update request name, and then the and then the email, and then maybe the passwords. But I don't think we're gonna change the password. We still need to check if it's empty or not. If user, oh no, I mean request password not empty. We're gonna use PHP function is empty. It's gonna be more useful. If not empty, we're gonna change the password. Okay, something like this, and then we're gonna save it. We're gonna save it, and with the condition user save, something like this, and then we're gonna respond it with respond helper, save, return, save. Okay, on else statement we're gonna try to catch the error if there error when we are saving the user. This user, we are just gonna need use this user respond. Okay. Oh, maybe I'm gonna change this to this, and then put the output in here. We are gonna fix the issue later if the saving user failed to show error when saving failed, and then we're gonna add to do in here. To do if the character of password is less than 6, maybe we gonna implement multi validation in here. Let's try this. Okay, let's try with this current situation. Let's try to hit the request. Okay, it changed. Then gonna change this, change name. Okay, the name is changed. How about we change the email? We're gonna change with this one, and then we're gonna go back, change to the previous email. Okay, it's work. And then let's try to edit the password. Nah, I think it's bad. I think our validation is work, so we don't need to add more validation. I think from the inside of Laravel form request validation, it's already checked. I think it is smart enough to know that our main. So if we send this empty, I think on the front end it don't need to pass the password field, so it won't trigger the password. Nah, and then the password is not show. Let's try if we change the password. Testing 123. I think the password is changed. Why it takes so long time? Do you know? Let's try check our database. Because I think there is a hash process in this, so Laravel directly to make hashing for our password. Even I forget to hash it manually, the Laravel do it for us. Let's see the user. Let's find our thing. It's right. I'm not even has the password, but Laravel already hash it for us. How about we try to hash it? What will gonna be happen if we log in? See, so the to-do is not thing to do. It's not any issue anymore. Let's try this. How about this? Okay, let's try to log in again. And then we're gonna log in here with password. This one is gonna be alright. Okay, the email is not found. Let's check our email from the update. Nah, we can see this. We using 796. Let's try to log in. Yes, it's worked. So I think Laravel is smart enough to know when I forget to hash my password, he hash it for us. I think it's a good feature for us, because if the feature is not available, maybe someone can see my password inside the database. Let's continue to the next to-do. Show error when saving file. How to use this? Let's solve our problem with Google. Laravel save file error message. Let's try this. To get the insert query save error, you can type the catch. Okay, I see. Okay. From this one, even if it's checked, after we read the comment, we just know this not gonna be work. Okay, I think it's Laravel handle it for us. We don't need to worry about that. Let's try another let's try another Stack Overflow. How about we try the Laracase? I think there is no let's read this one. I think we don't need to add another error catching on shift. I think this look fine. I think we don't need to catch shift. Okay. we can delete this. Oh, I know. We just draw response in here. Show error. I cannot see the error, but maybe we can use some error. We will error save file, and we're gonna save. We're gonna make error message. Error. What is this? User. And then we're gonna create error file. Let's add some error in this file. Save file. And then we're gonna use this constant where something like this. Don't forget to write our class first. Something like this. If there is error, we can try to give 500. If user not safe, and then he gonna build a response, build error, and then the response gonna put in for response JSON. Let's try this. I think it's not gonna change anything. Okay, let's try to change our database name, and then we try the request again. I hope it will throw some error. Yes, it will throw some error. I think it's fine. How about we turn off our database engine? If it's still gonna be work or not? I think it's not gonna be work, and Laravel gonna catch the exception. I think for the update is done. Maybe we're gonna go next is for the delete. Like I said before, we are not allowed if the user is not the user itself to delete himself. So we need to add validation in this one. The validation is quite simple. So we're gonna create a response in here. We're gonna build error. Oh, I think we're gonna build unauthorized error helper. This is for build not found. I'm gonna create new build unauthorized. Let's check our spelling on the Google. Is this right? Unauthorized. Is this right? Nah, I think it's right. Our word is right. If unauthorized, we're gonna use this user unauthorized unauthorized unauthorized, something like this. We can use this, and then we can use this response. Oh, let's just check with the simple if the user that is logged in not the same with the root model binding user ID, we are gonna respond this with return response JSON. We're gonna use our response helper bool unauthorized, and then we're gonna give them 401 for the request header. Let's check. For delete we can use delete method. Duplicate, we're gonna duplicate it and then change the method to the delete, and then we're gonna read our token first to make sure we are doing mistake. Okay, let's try to delete ourselves. It's so nothing. Let's try to delete another user except us. Nah, you can see from this, if the user that is login or is not login or by the token, he will be not authorized. And then we're gonna try to use our own user, something like this. Let's try to delete ourselves. Let's just using user delete, maybe this, and then we're gonna make a response success. Maybe we're gonna respond to success, something like this. Okay, I'm sorry, respond in here. Okay, let's try this code. Okay, fulfilled true, that is okay. We are success for deleting our user. Let's try this again. Nah, unauthorized because I think the user already not exist because we are already delete it. We cannot do any action, and from the database the user is already gone, so our token is not gonna be work anymore. I think when we are delete our user, their access token gonna be delete itu from the database. Okay, I think everything is enough. We're already implement from index, and then show, and then update, and then destroy. Okay, it's enough. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.